Hello, my name is Dalton Anderson, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about overpopulation. It's a major problem in the world right now. So there's 7 million or billion people in the world, including all of you guys. And let's say an apocalypse happens and resources are getting extremely low. Do you think you guys have what it takes to compete against 7 billion people for those resources? I'd say it's pretty unlikely. Now, hold on, let me show you a graph here. The red line indicates the resources and the orange line indicates the population. And see, as of now, the population is rising because of all the less developed countries that don't have enough education or technology for contraceptives, etc. So, as you can see here, the resources are sharply declining because we are using a lot. And so as you see the resources declining, it eventually comes to a drastically low level in which the population finally starts to drop because people are dying in the masses because there are less resources. Now, the main aggregators of this problem are China and India, the two biggest countries in the world right now. And as you can see here, the blue line indicates China and the orange line indicates India. And China is for the most part leveling off right now, but India is vastly surpassing China and is expected to break the 1 billion mark in the near future. And you gotta ask yourself, why is this happening? Surely people have the knowledge to say, hey, 2 kids, 3 kids is enough. But in some cultures, you have to have more kids. Like this family from sub-Saharan Africa. You see how many kids they have? That's like 12, 13 kids, cheaper by the dozen. And the reason they have this is because the family obviously needs more people to work on their farmland because they can't just have 2 people running the whole farm. So they have to have their children assist them into their agriculture. But what hinders the world is that the kids don't get education because they're too busy in self-sustaining agriculture. So it's just a cycle of kids after kids after kids. Just so many kids because people want to sustain themselves by sustainable agriculture, but that unfortunately doesn't work for the rest of the world when the rest of the world needs their resources too. Also, you know, some countries don't have enough money to spend on education for sex ed or to study for contraceptives, and so it's really a bad thing. And you know, the effects of the problem are so many. There's unemployment, there's less space, which you can see in a lot of major cities, and there's pollution increasing. But what we can do to fix this is, you see here, this is an example of what China is doing. This is called the one-child policy, where the government basically orders couples to say that they can only have one child. And it's basically brought the country to a stable position, and that's why they are stable now. And you know, another solution is you can raise awareness too. You can travel to these countries and teach these less developed countries about how to use contraceptives or how it betters the community by having only 1 or 2 kids rather than 28 children. And But I just want to say that overpopulation is a major problem. And if we don't stop it now, then our children's children, or the future generation, will have to fend for themselves against 7 billion people.